What's up and welcome. This is me, you, and Switch 2. I'm me, Tom Tate, and you are you. So let's talk about Switch 2. This is the latest and greatest Nintendo Switch 2 news brought to you every Tuesday and Friday in 5 to 10 minute snackable episodes. Today is Tuesday, October 21st. This is episode 41 of the show. I was in New York City yesterday for work, and I was probably a good 15-minute walk away from the Nintendo store, and I was really hoping to get there. I was really hoping I would have like an hour break, like a personal lunch break where I could go and just walk over, check it out for a little bit and come back. But I did not have a chance, and I wanted to beat the rush getting out of the city at the end of the day. The last time I was at the Nintendo store was in 2005. It had just opened up. It was like right after it opened up, and I would love to go check it out again. So I think I'm going to take a pilgrimage this winter specifically to check out Nintendo New York, and I will report back on if there's anything cool to check out. So today might be the slowest news day since I started, which is why I started with a little bit of banter today. But I have a quick share. I have a quick personal thing that I want to share today, and just a few headlines. So we'll keep today brief. I just wanted to share on the show, because I hadn't mentioned this yet, I had built a Switch 2 game database. It is an online Switch 2 game database. You can check this out at switch2gamedb.com. So that's Switch, the number 2, gamedb.com. I'm not a web developer by trade, but I really wanted to dig in and learn a little bit more and experiment. I wanted to figure out how to work with APIs, which is really just a fancy way to connect with data. And there's this thing called the Internet Games Database, or IGDB. And it is a freely available, huge collection of data on almost every video game created, and it gets updated with new games regularly, right? So I wanted an easy way to just be able to search for Switch 2 games that were exclusive to Switch 2. So if you go on the Nintendo Switch site, you can search for games, and you could filter by Switch 2, and you can see them all. It's a little bit clunky, I'd say. It's a little bit slow. You have to load more. I just wanted a quick and easy way to do it. And I figured I'll just build my own, right? So not backwards compatible Switch 1 games, just Switch 2 games. I wanted to be able to filter it. I wanted to be able to sort it by things like release date. I wanted to see if we could search by developers, right? So just a bunch of different little features that I wanted to try to build into it. I couldn't find what I was looking for. So I took a couple of weekends to just tinker and learn how to code certain things. And I'm pretty happy with the results. So if you want to check it out, check it out. You could search by developer, genre, keyword. You can type in Square, for example, and you don't even have to enter as you're typing in. It'll start to just automatically search the database, and it'll pull like Final Fantasy Tactics, Romancing Saga, and Bravely Default right to the forefront. So all you have to do is start typing in Square. You'll see those games pop up. I also built in a format dropdown, so you can search by physical release, game key card, or digital. Digital is a little redundant, I think, because almost everything has a digital release as of today. But it is nice for physical to be able to see games that have released with the actual full title on the cartridge, if that's important to you, right? There's a lot of tiny little refinements that I hope to continue to make, but there's 77 games on there now. It pretty much covers through October. I'm super happy with it. You can even link out to Nintendo's official pages for each game. So if you want to check out the latest price, or if you want to just purchase it digitally through Nintendo, there are no like affiliate links. I don't even know if Nintendo has an affiliate program. So you can freely link out to the Nintendo official page for each game if you want to learn more about the game, see some of the media, and actually purchase the game. I might eventually add links to like physical stores like Best Buy if you want to go purchase from Best Buy or Target. That's a bit of a manual process, so I haven't done that yet. It's been live for like a month or two, so I've just been making little changes to it. But if you want to check it out, head on over to switch2gamedb.com. I'm stoked on it, and hopefully it's useful for you. All right, headlines for today. There's really not much. I stumbled upon 2 graphics comparison videos. One is for Final Fantasy VII Remake. This is about a minute long. It's a comparison video. It's official. It's from Square Enix. It's showing the PC, Xbox, PS5, and Switch 2 versions all side by side. I have a link in the show notes for this one. And the next one is for Pokemon Z through A. This video is showcasing the Switch 1 and 2 versions side by side. This is about 8 minutes long. I honestly, for Final Fantasy VII Remake, it was really hard for me to tell the difference between all four. Maybe my eyes are getting old and tired. For Pokemon Z through A, you can definitely see the differences in some of the textures, like in the buildings and the street and things like that. And it looked like it ran a little bit smoother on Switch 2. So if you want to check that out, if you're interested in it, I'll have the links in the show notes. And then finally, last but not least, the PDP Riff Master wireless guitar controller has been released with a Switch and Switch 2 version. So this is, as you can imagine, the big plastic guitars that we were so used to using for games like Guitar Hero and Rock Band. I still have my Wii Les Paul plastic controller for Rock Band. This is primarily being used for Fortnite Festival these days. I think there's some third-party games that you could probably hook it up to a computer and play through some newer indie-ish, or I don't even know what the word would be, homebrew type of Rock Band type of experience. But this is primarily for Fortnite Festival these days, which is supported by Harmonix. So Fortnite Festival is built and maintained by Harmonix, and Harmonix was the original creator of Guitar Hero. So I haven't played Fortnite Festival myself, but it is awesome to see that guitar still lives on in video games, even if it's in Fortnite. And they bring in a bunch of actual music artists to do special in-game events, and it seems to be a pretty popular thing. So if you want to get a big plastic guitar, the Riff Master is now available for Switch 2. All right, that's it for today. Check out the Switch 2 game database at switch2gamedb.com or hit the link in the show notes. I built this one totally for fun, so I'll keep it up to date as well as I can, and hopefully it's a good resource for the community. I want to thank you as always for your time and your attention. A quick rating or review helps me continue to grow the show. A recommendation to a friend, a family member, a Discord community, a subreddit goes even further. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. We're everywhere that you find podcasts. Switch2pod.com for all the things. Much love. Now go play some games.